Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Good afternoon, Mr. Diru. My colleagues and I, we are going to present our video presentation, and the topic that we are going to talk about is on topic number 13, lack of professional behavior and ethics. Ms. Shirley Raku will be our first speaker and also will do the introduction of the topic and will describe the unprofessional behavior of a lack of professional behavior and ethics. Followed by our second speaker, Mr. Manu, will be our second speaker and he will explain more on the possible causes of the unprofessional behavior. And our third speaker will be Miss Joanna and he will talk more about effects of the unprofessional behavior. And our final speaker is Mr. Joel Bob. He will also conclude our video presentation and also he will explain more on how we can suggest ways forward to address the issue. With that, thank you and I hope you enjoyed our video. Describe the unprofessional behavior of lack of professional behavior and ethics. Lack of professional behavior and ethics means a teacher has violated the stipulated code of conduct, resulting in misconduct that compromises the integrity of the teaching profession, student safety, or educational standard. A lack of professional behavior and ethics, according to the Teachers Service and Commission (TSC) Code of Regulation and Code of Conduct and Ethics, covers a action that violate the trust, safety, and academic integrity of the teaching profession. Key areas of violation include immoral behavior, negligence of duty, and financial. These regulations, such as those detailed in the PNG Teachers Acting Code of Ethics and the Teaching Service Act 1988, consolidated in 2005, serves to define, enforce, and maintain the integrity of the teaching profession. There are some key purposes of Teaching Services Code of Regulation and Ethics. The first one is protecting learning. Protecting learning means we must ensure a safe, healthy, and respectful and student-centered learning environment. The second one is defining professionalism. Defining professionalism means we must setting a clear explanation for teachers, dressing code, and moral behavior. The third one is upholding public trust, enhancing the reputation of the teachers profession by curbing unethical practice like bribery, exam manipulation, and absenteeism. The fourth one is enforcing discipline, providing a framework to handle misconduct, including suspension and termination, to maintain teachers' standard. The last and final and not the least is ensuring quality education, promoting dedication to lesson preparation, curriculum adherence, and students' progress monitoring. With that, I will leave this time to my second speaker to talk more about the lack of professional behavior and ethics.
Lack of professionalism and ethics in teaching. Today, I will explain the six main causes of lack of professionalism and ethics, focusing on the teaching profession in school. Professionalism and ethics are very important for teachers because they guide how we teach, treat students, and behave in the school community. When these are missing, it can lead to poor teaching, unfair treatment, and loss of trust from students and parents. Okay, now let us look at the six main causes in the context of teaching. The first one is the lack of knowledge and training. Some teachers may not receive enough training on professional behavior or teaching ethics. Because of this, they may not fully understand their responsibilities. A simple example is teachers may say confidential information or fail to manage discipline. The second one is the poor leadership. School leaders, such as principal and senior teachers, play a big role in setting standards. If school leaders do not act professionally, other teachers may follow their example. A simple example is school leaders coming late or being unfair can influence teachers to act the same way. The third one is the personal attitude and values. A teacher personal character affect how they behave in the classroom. Negative attitude like laziness, favoritism, and disrespect can lead to unprofessional conduct. Simple example is negative attitudes such as favoritism or ignoring weak students lead to unfair treatment in class. The fourth one is pressure and stress. Teachers often face heavy workload, large class size, and tight deadlines. This pressure can lead to poor decision or unprofessional action. The simple example is stress can cause teachers to rush lessons, skip marking, and lose patience with students. The fifth one is the lack of rules and policies. If school does not have clear rules or code of conduct, teachers may not know what is expected of them. Example, without clear guidelines, teachers may misuse time, arrive late, or not prepare lesson properly. The sixth one is weak accountability and consequences. When teachers are not held responsible for their activities or action, unprofessional behavior can continue. A simple example is when there are no consequences, behavior like absenteeism and poor teaching can continue. To improve this, school need to provide strong leadership, clear policies, and fair consequences. Teachers must also take personal responsibility to act as a good role model for their students.
Effects on lacks of professionalism and ethics in teaching and learning. In teaching and learning, professionalism and ethics are vital for every teacher in every school in PNG. When teachers lack professionalism and ethics, it creates a toxic environment that leads to lower professionalism morale in their students' academic performance, emotional well-being, and long-term development. Unethical action like discrimination, unfairness, incompetence, or abuse of students break down the trust necessary for an effective education system. It interrupts learning environment in the students' development and erodes the reputation of the teaching profession. Here are some effects of lack of professionalism and ethics in education. Number one, it impacts on students' learning and achievement. It reduces academic performance in teaching and learning. Teachers' professionalism and ethics behavior and students' academic performance are significantly correlate. Unprofessionalism and unethical behavior negatively impact the students' outcome. Knowledge gap. Students face knowledge gap when their teachers are incompetent, so that it hinders the progress of the student in the higher level of education. Disruption of learning. The disruption happen in the teaching process like tiredness, inattentiveness, or consistent discipline that leads to the waste of valuable time. Low student morale, the lack of teacher enthusiasm that make learning feel like core, reducing student desire to attend class and engage in active learning. Number two, impact on student well-being and psychology. Anxiety and fear. Students feel unsafe, anxious, and hesitant to express themselves because the teacher has an aggressive, disrespectful, and over strict behavior. Lower self-esteem. Student confidence diminished when teacher treat them poorly. They believe and think that they are not good at anything. Resentment and mistrust. The student-teacher relationship breakdown when there's excessive and unfair punishment creates between teacher and student. Impact number three, impact on classroom environment and culture. Unfairness and discrimination. This talks about bias and favoritism. When teachers discriminate the student based on family condition, this disrupt the learning environment and prevent a fair and safe space for all learners. Unchecked bullying, toxic and harmful social dynamics are allowed in classroom when teacher ignored bullying in the classroom. That's when the teacher failed to act ethically. Inactive discipline, violation of ethics leads to the disciplinary method, which cause resistance and fear and not educating students. Number four, broader consequences. Reduced quality of education, poor classroom management, and pedagogy result in lack of professional commitment. Negative role model. Teachers are always role model to their students. Unethical behavior like dishonest and failed to uphold responsibility, fails to instill good character and values in students. Teacher absenteeism and lack of accountability. Frequent absenteeism and lack of accountability also lead to declining of professionalism and ethics.
Thanks to you once again, Master Diru. I am Joel Bob. I will be discussing the suggestive ways of addressing the effect that my friend Joanna has discussed earlier. Uh, I will also discuss the conclusion part of this presentation. Addressing unprofessional behaviors requires a combination of effort from teachers, parents, students, leaders, and the Teaching Service Commission. In this video presentation, I will discuss the four major effects caused by lack of professionalism and ethics, which my friend Joanna has discussed. The first one is impact on students' learning and achievements. To fix this, the focus should be on improving teachers' quality and accountability through continuous teacher training means provide regular professional development on learning, lesson planning, subject mastery, and effective teaching strategies. Lesson supervision and monitoring. Senior teachers or heads of departments should monitor lesson delivery and support weaker teachers. Okay, clear performance standards means that set expectations for lesson preparation, assessment, and feedback and follow up consistently. Use of formative assessments, that means regular quizzes, class activities, and feedback help identify and close learning gaps earlier. Okay, accountability systems. Accountability systems means teachers who repeatedly fail to meet standards should receive support first, then formally disciplinary actions if needed. Okay, the second one is impact on students' well-being and psychology. This requires building a safe, respectful, and supportive environment. Enforce zero tolerance for abuse. That means strong policies against bullying, humiliation, or harassment by teachers. Guiding and counseling services. That means provide access to school counselors or train teachers to support students emotionally. Okay, promote positive teacher students relationships, encourage respect, fairness, and encouragement in schools. Well-being programs, activities that build confidence, resilience, and emotional intelligence. Okay, the third one is impact on classroom environment and culture. Improving school culture requires consistency and leadership. That is through clear code of ethics, conduct, establish and enforce rules for both teachers and students. Okay, fair and consistent discipline. That means apply rules equally without favoritism or discrimination. Anti-bullying programs, awareness campaigns, peer mentoring, and strict reporting procedures. Okay, inclusive teaching practices ensure all students feel valued regardless of background, ability, or gender. Leadership modeling means school leaders must demonstrate ethical behavior, as an example to the others. Okay, the fourth one is broader consequences. This requires engagement beyond the classroom thought. Strength professional ethics training means regular workshops on ethics and teacher, teacher responsibilities. Community involvement means engage parents in the community in school activities to build trust. Okay, transparent systems means open communication about school policies, performance, and discipline. Okay, policy enforcement means education authorities must actively monitor and enforce standards. Moreover, addressing these issues requires a all-school approach combining a strong leadership, a teacher accountability, student support systems, and community involvement. Change is most effective when it is consistent, monitored, and supported over time, not just introduced at once. However, to conclude our presentation, professionalism and adherence to the TSC Code of Ethics are essential for ensuring quality education in Papua New Guinea. Teachers play a vital role in shaping the future of the nation, and these conducts are direct impact on students and societies. While challenges such as lack of awareness, poor working conditions, and personal issues may lead to unprofessional behaviors, this can be addressed through proper training, strong relationship, support systems, and strict reinforcement of policies. By upholding high professional standards, teachers can maintain the dignity of their profession and contribute positively to the nation development. Thank you. This brings us to the end of our presentation.